Fortnite is one of the biggest games in the world, and this means that many items get forgotten about. And I can guarantee most people don't remember number 5. Number 1, the Grabatron. The Grabatron is probably the most wacky item we've seen added to Fortnite, and that's mainly for the fact that you can just grab and launch items across the map. The main reason why I can see this being forgotten is because it's actually only ever been in one season and has never returned ever since. It's actually been out the game for 3 years now. We'll probably never see this item again unless we do revisit the alien themed season again. However, I don't think that's going to be likely just because I don't think they're going to revisit the same theme, but they always could. Let's move on to number 2, which is the Hunter's Cloak. The reason I think this item is forgotten is because it actually didn't even have any unique features other than it would stop animals from attacking you, but apart from that, it didn't actually do anything. To be honest, I don't really get the point of this even being in the game. You could make the argument that it is for the raptors, but they don't really do much to you anyway. I don't think I've been attacked by a raptor ever. Okay, so moving on to number 3, we have the heat system. Heat systems was basically just a chapter 4 version of medallions. It would give you certain abilities such as like running fast, but it would mark you on the map. It came in chapter 4 season 1 with the mid-season update. It was a really big update. I don't know what they were testing out, maybe another season, but they never went ahead with it. But yeah, it was a really cool feature, and they've never done anything like this since. And yeah, most players just don't remember this feature at all because it was only in one season and it was barely there. It'd be cool to see a return, but I don't think it ever will. I forgot to mention that you could increase it by getting eliminations or opening chests, and you could increase it with a phone booth. Okay, so next we have a bit of a weird one. It's called the Sunburst Gauntlet. It's a really weird one because not many people remember it. But yeah, they're really confusing, and it took me a while to figure out what they were. Okay, so like I said, this is a really weird gun because it was actually not even supposed to be in the game. It was actually glitched into a creative map. However, you probably recognise it from the Kid Leroy concert, which it was supposed to be in. But yeah, really strange weapon and not much to say about it, to be honest. But yeah, the main reason it's forgotten is because it wasn't really supposed to be in the game. So I don't know if this counts, but I count it as well. Earlier in the video, I said you wouldn't remember number 5, but let's see if that's true. Okay, so next we got the Galactus Gun. Okay, so this one's another rare one, so I'll explain it to you just in case you don't know what I'm on about at all. Whoa, Fish Sticks, what are you doing here? Oh, you're right, Fish Sticks. 98% of people that watch my videos aren't actually subscribed, so subscribe. Anyway, back to the video. Yeah, so basically how you would get this gun is you would take out a Gorger, which was a mini version of Galactus, and then you'd be granted the gun, but the only problem is it was really hard to use. Like, you couldn't stop shooting, otherwise you'd lose the gun. So that's probably the main reason why it's forgotten, is because you wouldn't want to pick this gun up, really. Yeah, but let me know in the comments, do you remember this gun? Okay, so this next one might be remembered by a few of you because it isn't the most forgotten in the world, but it is up there with the most forgotten items. And is a trap, and traps aren't in the game anymore, so it's going to be a bit forgotten. So this item is the fire trap. So I couldn't find a clip, so I'm going to explain it to you the best I can. Okay, so if you place down the fire trap, it would send fire out of it onto the player that walked onto it. I'm not going to lie, I'm not the best explainer, so that's the best you're getting. The main reason I think this is forgotten is because it was just in one season, so it isn't really remembered that much. Okay, so the next one is the Paper Bomb Kunai. It is actually a collab item, so yeah, it's not going to be remembered that much. It was actually only in the game for a little while. So this item was actually added at the end of chapter 2. And yeah, I think that's the main reason why it's forgotten actually, is because it's at the end of a chapter. Everything else was going on like the end event. So I think that's the main reason, because people just got carried away with the introduction of so many new things that were better than this. But yeah, I think it was a really good, solid collab item and should definitely return in the future. Okay, so next we got the Howler Claws. These were added in 2022 for the Fortnite New Year's Halloween event. Yeah, so like I said, they were only in the game for 2 weeks because they were a part of Fortnite Maze in 2022. And as well as this, I think they just go forgotten because they were actually just the reskin of a previous mythic we've had. Obviously being the Wolverine Claws. So they actually didn't really have anything special about them because we've already seen them in the past. So yeah, I think that's just what makes them less important. And I think players just forget about it because it was added with everything else new as well. which is similar to the Kunai Mythic. It was just kind of overshadowed by every other thing that was added. Okay, so next we have the Decoy Grenade, and I actually really like this item because it is helpful in fights when it was in the game. So the Decoy Grenade was actually added in Chapter 2, Season 2, and obviously this is a very popular season, and there were many new features such as like bosses and vaults. And yeah, again, I think this is just the main reason it's got forgotten about because there was so many new features. I think this is just a really cool item, and I did use it in Remix, and it is really useful. Okay, so for the end of the video, I actually decided to put two, and I decided to put Cole and Raptor Claw. So Cole could be found in 2019 in the Winterfest update. I don't know if it appeared anywhere else, but I think it was only in Chapter 2. Again, I think it explains a lot. It was a 2-week thing because Winterfest lasts about 2 weeks. So yeah, I don't think many Fortnite players remember this one. Okay, so the Raptor Claw could only actually be found in a game mode, which makes it even more rare, and that's probably why it's forgotten. So to get this item, you'd actually have to eliminate 3 raptors in a game mode called Impossible Escape. And yeah, I just think it's rare because it's in an LTM, and it was only out for, again, I think a 2-week period. So yeah, not many people are going to remember it from that time period, really. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. It's so much appreciated. And thank you so much for the recent support. And Happy New Year, because this video was filmed before the New Year. But yeah, Happy New Year. Anyway, if you made it up to this point, thank you so much. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.